So hey people, this is not a morning thing because I didn't post this morning because I just didn't have a lot to say mostly. And then when I did have something to say, it wasn't nice. So you know that whole thing, if you ain't gonna say something nice, don't say it. So yeah, I did that. And so it started off like, oh by the way, so I'm doing this video about just mostly fibromyalgia, I guess, and being sick, how hard it is to know what's wrong exactly, because people are like, oh, well, just do this and just do that. Facebook is like my go-to place now. I've always been online and health support groups and stuff for like 17 years, but when I left MySpace and internet chat, I just dragged like all those I could with me here, because it's like one place and you play your games. And although I don't play games here anymore, I play one sometimes. It's just now everybody I know is here. So anyway, my day started with my 15-year-old has the flu. Well, he tested negative for the flu, but she said it probably is negative for swine flu and just regular flu or something. So anyway, he was supposed to be home. I get up, make coffee, because I have to get the 8-year-old up for school. Go in there to give him his medicine. He's gone. And I asked my oldest where he is, and he says, oh, he went to school. And like, how can he go to school and he's sick and he didn't even have his prednisone or his cold medicine? And he says that one of their friends was talking to him last night, told him they had a new lunch period, and somebody was threatening his Pokemon title. So he had to go defend it. And for some reason, this was okay with everybody. No idea why. No clue if my kids are just beyond geek at this point, which I can't say a lot because I know I just love games. But I do know that's quite stupid. Or if he's getting to the man stupid thing, because he's going to be 16 next week, and they just think they're invincible and indestructible. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I just had to get over it. I couldn't even deal with it anymore. So anyway, I go to Facebook to, like, to see what's going on. I have my coffee, and then I planned on playing a game to get my mind off everything. And I can't show you all this stuff, the box of stuff that I need to do, but I'll do that next time. So anyway, like, I go to that, and some post I made the other day, I see somebody's reply is talking about how if you demand money from other people and this, that, and the other. I made a post about insurance and how hard it is when you have insurance and stuff to still get good health care here. And they just turn it into some political bullshit. So I go find, I left there, and I thought maybe I was just upset and not realizing it about what was said, because I was still just sweating and I don't feel well, and for the last couple of weeks I can't just form words or thoughts more than usual. And but it just still kept happening. Even when I went to the game, I couldn't play, I couldn't do anything, I couldn't watch TV. Last night I couldn't watch TV. So I thought about it, and I took my blood pressure, and so yesterday it was like 40 something, whatever, I don't know, I took it a couple of times, but it seemed like it was coming down, so I didn't worry about it. So this morning I took it, it's 172 over 117, and then you're supposed to wait, do it again, so I do it again, and it's 196 over 113. And I wasn't really, still not tripping because my heart rate was down. My heart rate is now always over 100 even when I'm asleep, and in the hospital when I'm getting good drugs, so I know it's not pain, or think it's not, it's just always high. So I started to think, well, what could it be? And every time I think it's this or think it's that, I know what hypertension is, but they don't know if it's me, if that's really what it is, if it's the pain, if it's the bicuspid thing. It's just not sure. So I started thinking, well, how the hell are you supposed to treat yourself if you don't know what it is? And then in my case, everything, it can be kind of anything. That's like if you, sometimes you don't feel well. If you have fibromyalgia or the like, you don't know if you really don't feel well or if you really getting the flu. You just don't know until shit happens. So then I'm sitting here thinking, like, should I go to emergency or not? Because I went to post in one of the groups, the fibromyalgia groups, and people say so many different things. Oh, it's what you eat, it's stress, it's this and that. And every time I look at it, it makes sense. That's because every damn last one is right. Sometimes it can be what you're eating or not eating. You know, how you're taking care of yourself. Sometimes it can be stress. Because stress sets off everything. You know, so many symptoms overlap with so many different illnesses. It's hard to know what the hell you got or when to go. You know, and that's why by the time you go, you're always at death's door. Because, it's like, oh, well, it's my allergies. You take this. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, it's this, so you take this. And then by the time you fucking get to, ER, you found out you were bleeding internally or some crazy shit. So, it's like that. So, I don't know. I was thinking what it is that I would tell somebody like me. Because I see this all day. Girls like, oh, well, my this is hurting and what do I do and my that. And I'm thinking, why would you ask that? Because, like, we're not doctors. But then I know why you ask that, because if you don't, the symptoms are severe, you don't know what somebody else goes through, And then I started thinking, we really have so many problems the same with each other and our doctors, because you don't know. So if I'm talking to them in all of an hour, and I go from, maybe it could be my heart, maybe it could be my pain, because I have all the same shit, I can't breathe. Oh, so I went through the same stuff. First I thought it was a cold, asthma, allergies. You go through the same everything. So how do you know when you're really sick? So if I go to my doctor right now, how do I know, you know what I mean? If I just really went for no reason and wasted that money, which brings me back to healthcare. I have Social Security, and I pay monthly for my healthcare. My husband has Blue Cross. He pays almost $350, something like that, $400 for coverage for the family. But together with that, like even my deductible to get my ostomy bags is $400, which I didn't pay last year, depending on other people to help me in samples, and I don't have to pay now. So even paying almost $500 a month, I have to pay that $400 deductible just for my bags. That's only for that. I still have to pay when I go see my doctor's $20 copay, specialist $30. The kids, 5 people in the house have asthma, so one inhaler is $35, the other one is $50. We can't afford it. They have to take allergy medicine, because if their allergies get out of control, it's way much worse. And that Zyrtec, or some, can't think what it is, one of them we had to get was $1 a pill for 30 days. For 30 pills was like $30, so that's $1 a pill. So how can you get that for everybody in the house, well, for 5 people? It just blew me away, and so again, I thought about just saying screw it. I started crying and everything, and I thought, you know what, let me talk about this, because all the videos are either I get people at their wits' end and stuff like that, but we really need to change our way of thinking. When I worked and everything, and I could have good insurance and stuff, it was different, and nobody cared. And now that I don't, people just assume I'm getting food stamps or whatever, although I wish I could, because we sure need it with our expenses. I don't get federal or state help, but that's the first thing everybody assumes. We lost our house, we lost our cars, we lost everything. My kids wear one pair of shoes, they wear the same pair of sneakers in the snow. And it's majorly because of the medical expense we have. And then I still will get copays, like when Tyler went to get his flu thing, that's not going to be fully covered. It's only a certain percentage going to be covered. And I still can't go get my test done because the hospital is saying I owe them like $4,000 for various things, I guess. I don't know, I haven't dealt with it. They just sent me a flat bill. And I can't go get like the test to see if my kidneys are doing what, or get my echo done. I can't go do anything unless I make arrangements on that. That's $4,000, which they won't pay over 18 months. I can't do that. If I paid $10 on every damn bill that we had, which I tried to do before, just $10 a month, I'd be paying it for like 20 years, and then I think it come to like $300 or $400 a month, which we don't have. So it's just a real shame to try to get things done here. So here I am, feeling like total crap. I can't think enough to watch TV. I can't see. I can't focus. And this has just been going on and on and on since before Thanksgiving. Because the last thing I remember is, oh, we're going to do this for Thanksgiving, And now it's January. The kids' birthdays are next week. So every day I'm like, oh, you can do it tomorrow. You can do it tomorrow. I can't. Just can't. I got bills piled up. It's just really bad. So when you are the parent, I didn't start off like this. I had a job. My husband had a job. We had a house. And life happened. So when you are the parent and, trying to raise your kid and you don't have help, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not the 20-year-old who's on her father's insurance, and all this kind of stuff. And so for society to just tell me, we'll go in your room and close the door, we're not going to take care of you. What is that saying? And what does that tell me? I have to sit here twice because I can't afford to go to the doctor. And if I could, I get to the doctor and then they tell me the same thing like that surgeon told me. I could be helping other people who I could really help. So what's a person to do? So, alright, so I can't think about it at this point. But I just wanted people to think about that. We're all not, even though like I feel I have really good days, I cope with a lot of stuff all day. I can't describe my pain to you. I can't describe how much my head's been hurting. I can't describe what it's like, one day it's like Monday and the next day it's, February. It's hard when you just want to shove us in a corner, when we're just invisible. It's just very hard. Everybody's not cute. Everybody's not 17. And yeah, I get all this positive stuff, and I get it may help some people, but everybody can't even afford to go juice. And in my case, I can't juice. Just what do? We as a society just need to change. But I'm so thankful for my Facebook family. And if you are, I know people hate to share whatever, but if you can, just don't hide it. Don't be upset. Don't get angry. Go talk to somebody. Go online and talk to somebody. I still don't know what I'm going to do. But I feel better knowing that I have, people have thought of things that I didn't think of. I just didn't think of that. So I'm going to see if it's stress. I'm just going to tell the boys, even though one is turning 16 at 12, so I guess I was stressing. It's like, look, all we could do is like just have pizza in the house, and I'm just going to have to, sit with that. And it's hard, but I have to, it's just very hard. So, you need to have people to talk to. And if you can't figure out what's wrong, and I know that's not fully it, because I have so many problems, and sure, I do need to go to emergency. But, it helps to have somebody to give you those ideas you wouldn't even thinking of. I mean, I was laughing all day yesterday, other than from a migraine, all day today. We woke up laughing. It's just always like that. So I think things ain't bothering me, but I guess maybe they are. Or maybe I'm trying to, I don't know, I am quite silly. I admit that. I will make a joke out of anything. And I normally deal with everything seriously. I don't deny it. But, I guess I do joke a lot. But what are we to do? Just what are we to do? So anyway, I wanted to address that. Oh, this is just really long. And I said I wasn't going to cry any video. Well, since I can't edit, I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this up. Like I said, it's not like it's a morning video, but I just wanted to get that out, I don't know what I'll call it. Y'all call it something. And, this one, if y'all could reply, it would be nice, just to get an idea. I don't know. I don't know what I'm asking quite. I don't know what the solution is, because I don't know what I'm asking, But how are we to be sick and go to the doctor and ask a question when we can't even ask ourselves or know what's going on? And what are we to expect from each other? or expect from our doctors or society. How can society just say, now, well, now you're sick, fuck you. We need more help than ever. So, alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Smooches.